Hello, brothers and sisters. This is me, Ashley, coming on today. Now, this is going to be different. For those of you that know me and have been one of my older patrons, you know that I, for many years on this channel, used to bring forth messages from God, from both mother and father. Now, I'm going to first preface this that please don't click off. I am asking you generously and nicely, please don't click off. I don't care if you don't believe me. Just listen, okay? So about a year ago, I channeled Mother God. And for those of you that don't understand what I mean by this, I believe, in my understanding, as someone who has also been in the throes and meeting of God, has a both feminine and masculine side. Okay, so what I would describe about Mother God when she would put forth, I also scribe for God. I don't care. Again, if you don't believe me, please just listen. Mother God is the one who speaks forth towards, let's say, the earth, the movings and shakings of the earth and nature. Whereas when Father God would speak, it would be more about the protection of his children. Not to say that mothers don't protect their children, but Mother God was more about the movings and shakings of the earth. So about a year ago in June, and I'm going to put a video so you guys know what I'm talking about, know that this was said previous to this moment in time. I now, at this moment, have seen the revelations of that previous channeling, okay, that previous scribing, okay? This was documented and taken in June of 2024, okay? And what happened in that channeling has now come to pass. The thing is that I waited for more than one marker, and now I have seen the second, as I will post over here. So in that first channeling, the channeling that I'm going to let you watch, you will see what I said, and then I'm going to express to you and talk to you about it.
Other parts will. There will be a mishap, and or I wasn't sure if it was Peru or Argentina, because the reason why I'm saying that is that I saw a mount, and I was being shown perhaps like this is envisionment. So I'm not sure if it's Peru or Argentina where this was leaving, and or if it's with Revelations. I'd have to double check. I don't have it, but I know that there's a saying that there will be water rising up as blood, and this will occur. From what she was expressing, it was between December or January next year. People believe, but it still will ring true because there will be blood in water. So that'll be something that we should look forward to, but that will be happening as of winter of next year. She also said that people should start preparing their survival tactics. There is some time, but now would be the time to off-grid or to rid yourself of attachment other than your own kin to yourself, and try to work towards survival tactics or preparations for what is to come. Disease and famine will occur for many in the Middle East. There are many things to begin in that region. She wasn't very specific, but she just said disease and famine. So once money holds no value, then the cleaning will begin. However, time is not yet on our side. Our time's not on our side with that yet, so it's meaning that this isn't the time for it, but it will be coming to pass as soon as money does not hold value.
Okay. So the first one I saw back in December, I understand it is February. I am not off. This was not off. God does not make mistakes, obviously, right? It was said that in the winter of this year, meaning that I was in June of last year prefacing, and I know that Christmas was coming up in that winter. That's not what I meant. I meant the following year, okay? I'm just letting you know. And as someone who's ever watched me before or seen my prophetics before, know that I've always never known exactly when it was to come to pass. But when the markers show up, I have to inform you guys, okay? So first was Australia. I saw this about a month ago, and I kept my lip closed because I was like, you know what? It's just a one-off. It said watchers, okay? When I saw the second one, that was the one I actually saw in my mind when I was channeling. Okay, this picture, this area, this river was what I saw. I personally thought it was the Amazon because I couldn't tell. It was jungle everywhere, and I waited to see when it would show up, and today is that day. This took place maybe 2 days ago where this guy professed, so I'm professing to you that the rest is going to come to pass as she dictated, as so the next marker that she was talking about was this idea of us preserving things. Okay, I do not truly know, but what I was given and shown at that time was that there was this feeling that there might be something to do with energy, like meaning like we might not have access to our heat, to our water supply, etc. So I am begging you guys, please, for the love of everything dear, get a survival guide of some sort, because what I was being shown was that this is out of the hands of a lot of persons, and I don't know if it's going to hit the entire world or maybe just North America where I am, but I have to understand that if I don't say something, then I am in the wrong. I want everyone to at least buy one. And it doesn't matter if down the road it doesn't become useful, which I can't see why it wouldn't be. And the other thing I was being shown is to purchase cans, perishables, things that cannot go bad, because there was this feeling like the fridge will go out. There's a feeling like the stoves won't work. So I just want to express this to you. This is what I saw in my vision at that time, back in June. Okay. So if I don't tell you guys, then I am in the wrong. Okay. The next thing that I also saw when it had to do with this reset, when she said, when money has no merit, or when money has no worth, okay? There was this other one that I got right after, and it was like about a reset, that there was going to be a point in time. Like, it was like I was seeing all these people scurrying, especially right now. This all makes sense. How everyone's scurrying using AI to, find money, get money, get money, get money. But there's going to be a reset that's coming. And I asked before, like I said, I saw this yesterday and I waited on it, and I asked God, what is the time frame that we're looking at? Because Mother God expressed that the waters would turn red by winter this year. So I asked, okay, when could we look forward to this whole idea with the money, when things will not have any merit, or there will be no purpose to money anymore? And the resounding time I got was May. Now, do I know if this is May this year? I imagine so, but I'm going to keep looking for the markers, like I said. Okay, because like she had expressed, there's a couple markers, which is like having the shakeup happen. Because you have to understand, I saw fires, earthquakes, all happening. If you ever look at my older videos, I have so many from Mother God and Father God, and they talked about all these different fires, all these different cataclysms, all these earthquakes off of the East Coast, all kinds of stuff that is going to take place. But I'm saying is that this happens after this one that I'm talking about right now. So it's like all the first it was, I don't want to confuse anyone. First it was the dominoes of all the volcanoes. That was the first ones that I brought forth to you guys. Okay. Then the second one was that Hollywood one that I brought forth to you guys a couple months ago, about Ellen and about Oprah and all these other names that are now being found out to be true as well. Now this one is coming through with the rivers running blood, or waters running as blood. And this one about the reset with the money is also happening, or going to happen, and I got me. Now, first of all, the one about us needing perishables, or needing our survivalness, or to prepare, like she had mentioned, to maybe go off grid. If you were thinking of going off grid, now would be the time. And if you were someone who isn't going off grid, at least get a survival guide so you know how to do these things. You need to be prepared. She said to get prepared. That means like it may not happen today. That means like just start doing it. Just keep it in the back of your mind and begin. Okay, so that doesn't mean that this is happening. The RV, or the reset. Okay, and I don't even want to call it a revaluing, because that's not what I saw. What I saw was like the actual monetary system, meaning like cash is going to be liquidated, like in the sense that, like, let's say for example I hold up a $10 bill, it's going to be paper. It's not even going to be worth anything, because I don't know if there's like a huge recession that is going to come where it's like all monies, because the feeling I got was that all monies around the world are going to have no value. And then also what I was getting was that most of us should be focused on things like gold, metals, and the thing I got was that there's going to be new players emerging in the South Americas that will be part of this shakedown. That is what I heard, shakedown. Okay, much like if you shake a fruit tree and release its fruit, that is the effect that we'll be experiencing in the next years to come. So this was something that happened, that I received during that time of mother's premonition of what was to come. So this whole idea of shaking the fruit, meaning that there's going to be a lot of prosperous nations, or a lot of prosperous people, that somehow they're going to lose all of their prosperity, because the fruits are going to fall to the ground and everyone's going to pick them up. So I just want to say this, that I know that a lot of you may not believe that I have any attachment, and that is not important, because those with the ears to hear, please hear me. That if there's one thing you could take from this, is that please try to work towards getting more survival things, getting more cans, getting more water, figuring out how you're going to attain water should the water go off, how are you going to attain heat should the heat go off, how are you going to attain fire should there be no electricity, etc. That's all. It's not to scare you, it's to prepare you. Okay. And for all of you guys scurrying and running around making money, I feel like by May this is going to take a huge shift and a huge change, to the point that you're basically like what I saw in that time. And I remember it was like somebody having sand run through their fingers. That was exactly what I saw when that came through. So I know this is going to be short and sweet. That is all I wanted to bring. As you could see, I put the link for the older videos, and if you are compelled, I have many more, because the thing is that I feel like what I was shown by God back then, when I first started on my journey, I was getting told to scribe a lot. I have books and books and books worth, and I did bring forth a lot of them on either my up high healing my Up High Healing channel about 9 months ago, but majority are on this channel right now. So if you're curious about what is to come, I would say go back, because the thing is, you have to understand, it's not me saying this, okay? I am just a lowly scribe. I am just a worker of God. I am just a channel of God. So I just do what God commands me to do. And at the time, I did put them up, but the thing was that I was still looking for the markers, and the markers have come, at least for this. And I've noticed that there's a succession happening, because the Hollywood ones were before this one, right? And then now it's this one. So I know that the next ones that I professed back then will come to pass as well. So I love you lots, guys. This is just a message of faith and hope to all of you. And I hope if you hear this and you want to share this out, please do, because the more persons that are prepared, the better. So what I would say to you is like, I'm not saying like get rid of all your stuff. I'm not saying like, all I'm saying is prepare. Okay. So like, if you have money in stocks, maybe buy gold. If you have money in RSPs, maybe start to convert your dividends, etc., into gold or platinum or rhodium. Anything that has to do with metals, I was being shown, is at least something of a worthwhile purpose. So I don't want to scare you guys, but it's just so that you think about what is to come. And that is it for me. I love you lots. I'll be back on next time with a different message, but I saw this marker and I knew in my heart of hearts, this is the time.